Welcome back to the Star Wars Show live at Star Wars Celebration Europe 2016 on StarWars.com. And I am here with Ray Park. Darth Maul's here, everybody. He's back.
Is the Force strong with you all? Is the Force strong?
Yeah, Darth Maul has a question. He wants to know if the Force is strong with this audience. Yes, it is.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So you've been to, this is my first celebration, but this is old hat to you. You've been to several of these.
I've done a few. I was in Anaheim last year as well, and it's great to be, part of Star Wars and feel the energy from the fans. It's awesome.
Well, and Darth Maul is such a fan favorite character too. You've got to have a lot of people who've been inspired by you. It's been what, 15 years now or so
since
15. Phantom Menace. So are you meeting people who have been inspired to get into martial arts and acting because of your work?
Yeah, definitely. When I was on Phantom Menace, I was concerned about the kids that I used to teach gymnastics.
Yeah.
Because I was the bad guy, and I didn't want them thinking, raised the bad guy in real life. My coach is the bad guy. But it's great to see guys that have come up to me and said, when I was 8 years old, I watched Phantom Menace for the first time and got me into Taekwondo and got me into karate. So it's really nice to hear those stories that people, even like when I'm at conventions, I do like the push-up challenge. And it's even inspired people to sort of, cut weight and get up to 100 push-ups. So it's nice to hear that. It inspires me to try harder as well.
And kids love bad guys. The bad guy
I'm
characters
finding that
are usually
out.
the favorites,
I grew up
right?
with the good guys. Van Damme, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. So it's really nice that the characters had that impact on kids to want to do martial arts.
What's kind of the amazing thing is that as a kid, you grew up, you loved Star Wars, you wanted to be a ninja, and then you did that.
Yeah.
You're in Star Wars now. You're a ninja now. You're Snake Eyes and G.I. Joe.
It's kind of weird that I've relived my childhood. Like G.I. Joe was the first toys I played with. Then it was Star Wars, and it was Empire Strikes Back that really got me into martial arts and gymnastics. It's when I saw Luke Skywalker do a handstand with Yoda, and I was like, that's what I need to do. I need to learn it. I even asked my dad, can you build me a lightsaber? And so that Star Wars really had a big impact on me as a kid as well.
Did you ever put on a backpack and run around in the backyard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that too.
I did. I even bought the.
It was me too. It wasn't just you.
All right, good. And I even when we bought a trampoline, I thought one day I'd be able to have my kids on my back and do a front somersault like Luke Skywalker did with Yoda. No.
No, it didn't work out so well?
I wasn't going to risk their life on that.
So when we saw you playing Darth Maul, you were really at the top of your game. You were doing international martial arts tournaments at that time.
I was just I was competing for Great Britain, wushu, and so I was eager. I was ready to sort of start getting into stunt acting, and my goal at the time was to go to Hong Kong and hopefully be discovered by Jackie Chan and learn from the masters over in Hong Kong how to do stunt fighting and stuff. And then I got lucky and Mr. Lucas brought me on, so no complaints.
And that's one of the first things that you did on film. It's a real early experience for you doing fighting on camera.
Yes.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get into that? You were working with.
I was working with Nick Gillard and Andreas Petrides and Rob Inch, and we were playing. We were big kids, and to sort of be part of Star Wars and play fight every day.
Oh, that's the best.
It was a lot of fun, and we also played a lot of video games at that time. We were playing Soul Calibur, so some days we would come in and reenact those Soul Calibur moves just to make it fun.
Yeah, gonna throw a little maxi on this one. Yeah, exactly. You always got to play the Bruce Lee character, right?
Yeah, of course. And the Drunken Master.
Yeah.
I love Drunken Master as well.
Well, Maul's got that really great Bruce Lee flavor to him. With the stop and the pose.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, I can see it in there.
It's the Elvis Bruce Lee, it's the Bruce.
Yeah, you got to strike the pose, then turn.
Yeah, you got it. And you're a fellow martial artist as well, yeah?
Yeah. I trained in Kung Fu for many years, and we all go home after watching the Bruce Lee film and get by the mirror. See, can I do it?
Yeah, you got it.
So how do you adjust your training depending on the role that you're working on? Because I've seen some of your workouts on social media. They're really intense. You got a lot of stuff to get through. How is training for Maul different from training for Snake Eyes?
Good question. Well, for Maul, I was already sort of training wushu 12, 13, 14 hours a day anyway, and conditioning and gymnastics. For Snake Eyes, I kind of mixed it up a little bit. I was wearing a lot of sauna suits, my bike helmet, crash helmet, weight vest, elastic bands. my wife would joke to me, she says, I'm going to come into the garage and find you all tied up with your elastic bands. Because I was making everything hard. I knew it was going to be a challenge. And like now, a lot of my training now is conditioning. And I try and mix in a bit of martial arts and keep my basic skills up. And so if I was asked to come back and say play Snake Eyes or Darth Maul, then my training would change again. I would like, focus more on the skill and keep my conditioning up as well.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's fun. And like we were talking about earlier, like, I'd like to share it, and if it inspires you, you inspire me. And it keeps me motivated as well.
Is Darth Maul a character you'd like to get back to someday?
Oh,
or?
yeah.
Yeah?
I'd love to.
Fans?
I'd love to do Darth Maul.
Would you like to see a little Darth Maul again? That's right. See, right over there.
Hey.
There he is.
There's Chad. How you doing, Mr. Maul? That's it, don't talk.
So it's, I mean, as we can all see, Maul's a really popular character. Do you have a favorite toy or figure or anything like that over the years? Do you have a Maul collectible that means a lot to you?
You know what's really cool now? Like when I was younger, I always tried to get my figures into splits and do the typical Bruce Lee or Kung Fu poses.
Yeah, and they didn't move like that back then.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. They would always snap off the legs.
Yeah.
Now you can actually do it. The hands move. You can put them into like Snake. So it's once I was trying to teach my son. I said, like, with the figures, you got to put them into poses.
Yeah.
So I actually got Toad out, and Toad was like this, and Darth Maul was like that, and Snake Eyes was like this.
You got to get the character right.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to show that and reliving that as a grown man. You know, I still haven't grown up. I'm still a kid, but it's nice to sort of relive that through my kids as well.
Do you have to have separate toys from the kids? Like, these are Dad's toys, these are yours?
No.
No, they play with everything.
I say open it up, play with
good.
it. You know, before we had kids, I saved all of the Darth Maul toys and all of the different Star Wars toys, just in case one day I have kids. And then when you have kids, you want to just let them play with the toys.
Yeah.
You know, just open it up and play with it.
So they're big Star Wars fans too?
Yeah, they are. You know, my daughter's really into it. She loves dressing up. Whenever we go to Star Wars weekends in Orlando, she would love. Like, I sat her down once to introduce her into the Batman series, and I thought she'd be into Batgirl.
Yeah.
But no, she was into Poison Ivy. She was into. So it was pretty.
Went
cool.
for the villains again.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool to see that. You know.
That's great. Ray, thanks very much for coming out and talking to us. Ray Park, everybody. Let's hear it for Ray Park.
Thanks, everyone.